Hello students, in today's class I am going to start a new subject, water resources engineering, and in today's class I will discuss about irrigation techniques and quality of irrigation water. So what is irrigation? We all know that plants are living beings and do require water and air from their survival. So, irrigation is the artificial application of water to soil or land to assist in the growth of crops. It is a method used to supplement rainfall when it is insufficient, ensuring that plants receive the necessary water for optimal growth. So, different types of plant require different quantities of water at different times till they grow up completely. Water is normally supplied to these plants by nature through direct rain or through flood water of rivers. The flood water may saturate the land before the flood is subsided. The water absorbed by the land during flood and the supplements that the water requirement of the crop during dry season. This natural process where the water is supplied to the crop for their growth are dependent on nature. Sometimes there may be very of rainfall and creating serious flood and damaging the crops, and sometimes there may not be any rain at all. So the art of the science by which it is accomplished is generally termed as irrigation. Now, what is the necessity of irrigation? Basically, the necessity of irrigation in India, I will discuss. India is a tropical country with a vast diversity of climate, topography, and vegetation. Rainfall in India varies considerably in its place of occurrence as well as in its amount. Even at a particular place, the rainfall is highly irregular as it occurs only during a few particular months of the year. So, crops cannot therefore be raised successfully over the entire land without providing adequate artificial irrigation process. These are the key points of the necessity of irrigation. First is agricultural need. We need to ensure the crop receive the consistent water supply, especially during dry periods. Second is drought mitigation. Third one is improves the productivity. That means increase the agricultural output and ensure food security. And the last one is soil fertility. Now, the advantages of irrigation. We all know that every irrigation project is designed and keeping in views of some economic aspect. There is a capital investment on the project and the future recurring charges for maintenance and operational cost also. The project estimate is generally sanctioned when the benefit gives at least about 8% interest of the capital outlay. So the key points of the advantages are increase in food production. Second one is optimum benefit. Optimum benefit means the utilization of water is made possible by irrigation. By optimum utilization, we generally mean obtaining maximum crop yield with required amount of water. In other words, we can say that yield will be smaller for any quantity lesser than to the optimum quantity or the excess water. Elimination of the mixed cropping is another advantages of irrigation. Then general prosperity. The revenue return with well developed irrigation are sometimes quite high and helps in all around development of the country and prosperity of the entire nation and the community. Next, the generation of hydroelectric power. Cheaper power generation can be obtained from water development project primarily designed for irrigation alone. Canal outlets from dams and canal falls on irrigation canal can be used of power generation. Next one is domestic water supply. So during the development of irrigation facilities in an area, the water supply in nearby villages and towns where the other sources of water are not available or the scarcely available, so it is also helps in providing drinking water for animal and water for swimming, bathing, etc. Facilities of communication. Irrigation channels are generally provided with embankments and inspection roads. This inspection path provide good roadways to the village for walking and cycling or sometimes even for motoring. Inland navigation. Sometimes larger irrigation canals can be used and developed for navigation purpose and afforestation. Trees are generally grown along the banks of the channel, which increase the timber wealth of the country and also help in reducing soil erosion and air pollution. Now, the scope of irrigation. First one is geographic scope, and geographic scope used worldwide, particularly in area with limited rainfall or irregular precipitation. Types of crop applied to a variety of crops including grains, vegetables, fruits, cash crops. Technological advancement. Modern irrigation system involve advanced technique and automation, also artificial intelligence, which helps to increase the efficiency. And the last one is global dependency. A large percentage of global agricultural land is irrigated to ensure steady production. Now, the types of irrigation. Irrigation may broadly be classified into surface irrigation and subsurface irrigation. When the water is available at a higher level and it is supplied to lower level by the mere action of gravity, then it is called flow irrigation. So flow irrigation is a type of surface irrigation. But if the water is lifted up by some mechanical or manual means such as pumps, etc., then supplied for irrigation, and it is called lift irrigation. Use of wells and tube wells for supplying irrigation water fall under this category. And flow irrigation can be further subdivided into perennial irrigation and flood irrigation. And subsurface irrigation is classified into natural sub irrigation and artificial sub irrigation. So, in next video, I will discuss the types of irrigation broadly.